If you're trying to decide between the XTool F2 and the XTool F2 Ultra UV, this is the video I wish I had before I made the decision to buy the Ultra UV with my very own money. This is not a sponsored video. I have just been using both of these properly side by side, and I want to show you the real differences so you can decide which one is right for you. So everything in this video is based on real testing using the same files, same sizes, and as close to identical conditions as possible. So let us start with wood, and this is where things get really interesting. These are engraved exactly at the same size, so this is a fair comparison. Looking at the F2 first, you can see it gives a much darker, higher contrast result, and it does it quickly. But you can also see the downside. The engraving looks a bit more blotchy and the wood grain is coming through quite heavily. Now, if we look at the Ultra UV, this is where it really stands out. The engraving is much cleaner, much sharper, and the detail is noticeably higher resolution. Yes, it is slightly lighter and it takes longer to achieve, but overall it just looks more refined and more professional. So for me, on wood, the UV is the clear winner for quality, but the F2 still does a perfectly usable job, especially if you want speed and contrast. Now moving on to metal, and this one actually surprised me. Both of these were engraved using the same vector design file on stainless steel, and honestly both machines did a really good job. The F2 with the infrared laser produced a strong contrasting dark mark as is expected, but the Ultra UV actually matched it really closely, both in quality and even in time taken. So in this case, there is no clear winner. Both are capable of producing really clean, professional results on metal. Now we're going to move on to cutting, and we'll be using the same wooden pieces that we generated in the first test, and the Ultra UV absolutely stands out here. It cuts cleanly with very little smoke, no charring, and the pieces come out very easily. The edges are clean and they look finished straight away with no post prep. Now compare that to the F2. It can cut, but it struggles more. You need full power, it produces more burning, and the edges are visibly charred. And in my case, one section did not even fully cut through, so I had to break it out manually. So for cutting, the Ultra UV is clearly on another level. Now moving on to plastics, and this is where things really start to separate. First, I tested on black PLA, which is a type of 3D printed plastic, because I know both machines can handle that color and material. And to be fair, both of them did a really good job. The F2 was slightly faster, but the Ultra produced a slightly cleaner finish overall. But then I switched to green PLA, and this is where things did change completely. The Ultra UV produced a really clean, high contrasting white engraving, but the F2 simply could not mark the material at all. I tried multiple settings and it just would not take. And this is the key limitation of infrared lasers on plastic. They work well on darker materials, but as soon as you move into colors, they struggle or they even fail completely. Whereas the UV laser works across a wide range of materials and colors. And this is something that massively expands what you can do, especially in my case where I brand my jigs, and it really helps in that sense. Now let's talk about glass, because this is another really important difference. Both of those machines can engrave on glass, but the way they do it is completely different. With the F2, you need to apply a coating, a tempera paint, a chalk paint, something that allows that laser to actually compact and bounce off of the surface, and you can get really nice results doing this, but there is an extra step involved. Now with the Ultra UV, there is no prep at all. It engraves directly onto the glass surface, and the result is much more consistent and repeatable. So the difference here is not just the result, it is in the workflow. With the F2, it works, but it takes more effort and setup. With the Ultra, it is quicker, simpler, and more reliable. Now up to this point, everything we've looked at, both machines can do in some capacity. But for the next one, there is not even a comparison. With the Ultra UV, you can engrave inside of crystals. This is something the F2 simply cannot do. And if you are thinking about a more premium or unique products, this is where the Ultra really opens up new possibilities. Now in terms of practical differences between the two machines, the F2 is smaller, lighter, and more portable. You can pick it up, you can move it around, and it's great for flexible setup like craft fairs or just having a small confined space. The Ultra UV is larger and more of a fixed workstation, although you can actually take it to places. It's a lot more effortless effort to do so. But that comes with advantages in capability and working area. So which one should you actually buy? Well, if you want something fast, portable, and very capable across multiple materials, the F2 is a really great choice. But if you want higher quality results, clearer finishes, and the ability to work across a wider range of materials, the Ultra UV is on another level. Now you can check out all of my videos and you can see that I use these machines day in and day out, and I really have preferences on both of them in different occasions. What I will say is the F2 is an excellent beginner machine and I really love it, and it will always be one of my favorites. But I have to be honest with all of you, since I got the UV, it has become my go-to laser and I do almost everything with it at this point. Now budget is a key thing, and what I will say is the F2 or the F1 as well, they are in that budget category for a first-time laser user. So if you're not sure if you're going to like laser engraving or if it's for you, then you can get it for a cheaper price and it won't hit you so hard if you turn out it isn't for you. This one right here is about 3 to 4 times the price, but for that you get 3 to 4 times the capability. So you have to weigh up those pros and cons there. I'm glad I spent my own money on this, and as I said, it wasn't sent to me. I did wonder if I'd get buyer's remorse, but I really haven't had it once. But this one will always have a place and a time that it shines as well. Now if this video has helped you and you are considering buying an XTool laser or any accessories, then please consider using one of my affiliate links in the description below. It helps support the channel and allows me to keep on making these videos to help you all out at no extra cost to you, and you can actually get a bit of money off if you use those discount codes there as well. And if you are new here, I have loads of beginner tutorials and real world projects on my channel, so feel free to go and check those out and like and subscribe to the channel. And once again, thank you to all my L3D supporters, all my L3D members. You guys are absolutely brilliant for supporting me and allowing me to continue making these videos for you guys. So have a great day guys, and until the next one, see you later.